Hi, welcome to another program. This week we want to talk about Bolton's United States national defense, I would say, removal, security advisors removal from the administration. Now, we have learned this through the President Trump's tweet last week. Regardless who wants what, why, and so on and so forth, in this program we want to talk about the effects of Bolton's resignation and or withdrawal from his position on US foreign policy. So let's start. But how Bolton's removal will affect the US national security policies. So let's start. Now, as you know, Bolton has been withdrawn from his position last week, and this might have some positive impacts on the US national security policies, but some of them will not be changed. And now we want to discuss all on these. So let's start with Afghanistan first. We know that President Trump and the National Security Advisor Bolton's view on Afghanistan almost the same, to be honest. They want to really reach the deal, I think, and they want to withdraw from Afghanistan in the longer run. But still, Bolton wants some of the assets to be on the ground. But President Trump wants to withdraw them as soon as possible, and this is where they have really, I will say, differentiated. President Trump wants to have a deal and then starts withdrawing the soldiers from the region, whereas Bolton doesn't want this withdrawal as soon as possible. He wants to have a time to see that these security measurements are in place. It might be 1 year or 6 months to a couple of maybe years even. And then after, when he is sure about it, he wants to withdraw the assets from the ground. Now, since Bolton has been withdrawn his position, we assume that President Trump will pursue his policies without any objections. Now, we know that, or you are already aware that the relations or the deal or the contacts negotiations between Taliban and the United States has been cut due to the latest Taliban's terror attack, and which resulted with United States soldiers' death. I assume that they are going to restart or commence in future, maybe a couple of weeks to months, but I am hoping within this year. And once it's going to restart, I think the peace will be reached much more quicker than anticipated, because everything so far was in place. So I will say that sometime later we might hear something good about Afghanistan. I believe before the 2020 elections the deal will be reached. Arms control, we know that INF treaty has been suspended, already gone, and the new START is now under negotiations, but I don't think so that Bolton's and Trump's ideas are different there, because we know that Russia has now already more developed technology to further levels. China has really developed long and middle range missile capacities already in place. Therefore, United States has to develop even better technologies in order to sit and negotiate with those global powers so that they can come closer to United States policies. Unless they are done, or the new technology advancement is done by United States, I don't think that Russia and China will come closer to United States policy. That construes the arm control will be abandoned most likely, because you need time in order to develop these technologies, and the United States really, we are hearing and seeing that they are putting efforts on this development at this moment. So I think Bolton even removal will not change the United States policy on that regard. Coming to North Korea. North Korea is a different animal. We know that Kim Yan already started the tests again. They are not very much dangerous, but still he is developing the technology. And Bolton was a little bit more on the hawkish side, where some kind of military threats might be utilized against North Korea. Now, since he's out of it, I'm expecting that the negotiations will start soon, and there might be some kind of agreements between both sides, although they are not perfect, maybe even not belonging last forever, like, or midterm. But there might be possibility that they might reach to consensus or an agreement to at least stop the program developments and further invest on the economy and industrial technology. So we will see how this is going to end up. But there is a likelihood that these negotiations will restart again. Iran, we know that once the surveillance plane has been done by the Iranian army, Bolton wants a military strike against Iran to show the power. Now, we know that President Trump has last minute cancelled that or aborted that mission. We know that Bolton is very hawkish on Iran, but President Trump is not. He wants to use or persuade the economic sanctions or embargo against Iran, so Iran will sit eventually one day on the table. Now, since Bolton is now out of the administration, I believe that our President Trump will follow or pursue his own policies, where he's going to maybe reinforce his position again, and he will ask the Iranians to sit on the table. Now, Iranians might be at this time willing to sit on the table, not because of the economic side of the country, but because Bolton is not there. They will know that whatever they are going to say will not be rejected by somebody, by an effective national security advisor. Therefore, there is a likelihood they might, President Trump and President Rouhani might come together by end of this month. So let's see how this is going to turn out. But I am expecting that a deal for future can be reached if there will be no hawkish views around the administrations. About Venezuela, in my previous video I have mentioned already that the United States has directly approached the Venezuelan government, started talking with Maduro about his withdrawal. There is only one great obstacle, which is Maduro's withdrawal, because Maduro wants to run for the presidency. But the United States doesn't want this. But other than this, they have majorly agreed with major points, such as rerun for the elections in a short time. Both sides seems to be agreeing on that. And of course, for that, even Maduro will ask for the sanctions or embargo to be lifted. If not all, majorly will be lifted. So if it's going to happen, this is going to affect the oil and gas market, especially the oil prices, because there will be more supply, but still demand is not getting up, increasing. That's why we will see the prices coming down in future if such a agreement will be in place. And this is going to affect like Turkey a lot, because less oil prices means better for the economy, but because the demand side is not great, that's still a question for the Turkish economy and all developing countries' economy. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this, there's a like button underneath the screen. Please press on it, and if you would like to subscribe to our channel, you will be the first one. Once we publish a new video, you are going to be the first one to watch it. Again, thank you for watching it, and see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.